This is Chilling.
Hello, good evening. A very warm welcome to the best of the good life. More than ever, my name is Drago. Today we sat down with an incredible lady. This lady is actually a former colleague of mine. She has really utilized the space of internet and she has gone on forward to forge a career in it. With internet being a very big use lately, companies and brands have started associating with whom we call social media influencers to help them market their brands. Today we have a big fish on the show. I love her because she has grown her influence or her numbers organically, and the numbers are really staggering. She's going to tell you a thing or two when it comes to social media influencing. Please stay tuned. This is Chilling, the best of the good life. See you later on.
Hello everyone, my name is Methia and it's yet another beautiful episode of A Chat with Methia. I'm going to dive in really fast. So today on the show we have one of Uganda's best male DJs. He's going to be telling us so much about himself.
Hello and welcome back to Chilling. Now, social media has permeated almost all aspects of our lives, and truly there are people that have salvaged that and they're making a living through this. Now, the lady I have on the show is one of the most visible social media influencers we have in this country of ours. I love her so much. She's the CEO of her own brand. We're going to discuss about that. Last time I think I sat with her was about, what, 2 years ago?
Must be 2 years ago.
Yeah, she's accurate with time. Must have been 2 years ago. And we had such a great time. So I'm here to just follow her, to find out what is happening in her life. Madam CEO, Lydia Methia of Cinderella Closet.
Cinderella's Closet.
How is that?
We're still going, though we are more online at the moment. I closed the shop, so I've been working online and it's going very well.
Oh, is it better to work online than?
I feel like it's better because there is more people viewing online than the walk-ins. The walk-ins are always very few when it comes to like a setup, kind of like you have a station shop or something. The walk-ins may be few because of the location. I was in Tinder, but there weren't very many people. But then online, very many people are seeing, because when you post, there's like thousands of people watching. So,
man, this Methia, since we last sat down, these last 2 years you've been winning, you've been scoring. Let me tell you this. There's a time you were like doing some social media influence for Swangs Avenue. What happened with that?
Oh no, I was signed under Swangs Avenue for
what was
a period
that?
of 1
What's
year.
the stipulation of that?
It was more of they were managing me as an influencer, taking care of my gigs, bringing in the gigs. Let's put it like that. And I was making money like that.
What difference did it bring in your social influencing life? Like, how different was it, like self-management and then being under a management like as big as Swangs Avenue?
I mean, it's a big deal because these are people that I've worked with, like bigger people, like bigger influencers. So for me, it felt like an opportunity to be on team with them. And I feel like it helped a lot to get me like big clients as well. When you're working with big people, it helps me get big deals on board. I was working with bigger brands, and I feel like it was a big deal. It was different from when I was by myself alone. It also helps you like deal with things that you would not have been able to do by yourself. So the agency takes care of them, and
so you could just say it simplifies things a little bit.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So, but then at some point, at the moment, I'm not with Swangs Avenue anymore.
No, I know this for sure.
So it's
I just wanted to drag in that.
Better by myself. The way I look at it, I love doing things myself.
And this sort of looks like it's not nostalgic for you because these are tables turning. You have your own YouTube channel that is going on.
Yes, I do.
It's still working, right?
Yes,
and the guests are still coming in, right?
Right.
I'm sure it must be growing bigger each and every single time.
It is. I take off breaks sometimes, but I keep coming back. I've had DJ Roger recently, Dance Mamweta. There are very many guests I've had on board, and we keep moving.
Did you talk about DJ Roger's sister? Everyone talks about her.
No, we
didn't. And you guys are friends, right?
We didn't go into that. Yeah, she's my friend. So I keep it, so you want to I don't know, respectful. I don't like going into people's lives deeper like that. Okay, so I ask questions that people want to know, but respectfully.
This is the thing I envy about you. You're so professional and you've kept your social media so authentic and it's
right.
growing, and so authoritatively. And I love that about you.
Thank
That you've
you.
never heard anything dirty surrounding you. And I think that's for the reason why so many brands want to associate with you.
Yeah, right.
That's
People
for
want to
sure.
work with me because, like you've said,
Yeah.
I keep it professional, and I would love to keep it like that for the longest time.
Okay, so I'm sure you're wondering why the table looks like this, a table in front of us. And as silly as I am, let me take that. I'm going to own it. I forgot to tell you that she is one of the new faces of LAPAIRE Uganda, which is an amazing eye care brand, of course, which I happen to be also part of. I was there before you, by the way.
Really?
And it's an amazing company to work with. These guys are game changers.
They've got the best firms in Kampala.
Yeah, and you look very stunning, you know. The frame just suits you well.
Yeah, right.
We shall talk about that in the second part. But I want to understand this for any young person that is seated on TV right now. They really want to get their hands into this whole social media influencing thing. How does it work? First of all, how do you build a profile, a very clean and good profile?
When you talk about a clean profile,
Yeah.
it's hard for you to actually be good. Let me put it like it takes time. Because it's clean, so it takes time. We've seen people do a lot of like crazy things on TikTok because they want views, and they actually get the views, but like at what cost? So it takes time, but people do not have that kind of patience of like, you know what, let me keep doing my content. People will like it with time. They want fast things. Because personally, I've been in the industry for, let's say, like 6 years now.
Yeah, 2019, right?
Yes, 2019.
Yeah.
So
your first social media app that started picking traction, was it Instagram? Was it
was Twitter.
By then it was Twitter,
It was
right?
Twitter.
Yeah.
But at the moment, I'm not doing Twitter very much.
Okay. Why?
There's a lot of backlash on Twitter that I do not want to engage in.
Wait, I really find Twitter I find X a bit so soothing compared to TikTok. I think TikTok is way worse.
No. Twitter is worse. Let me tell you, TikTok people are very supportive. You post your business, they're going to support you.
Okay.
They will comment about your products. They will support you. But Twitter, you're going to post your business and you're going to see a lot of hate comments below just because maybe you had a challenge with someone before, or because people just don't like anyone winning. That's how I look at it.
They like dragging.
So really, there is a lot of drama, and at this point of my life, I am more like disassociating myself with the app. But I mean, I'm there, like, I come in once in a while, make a few posts,
Man,
but it's not really my focus.
Those numbers, man, you have, they're very staggering. I don't think you can really, abandon
I
it completely.
come in once in a while because I
Yeah.
have clients who want that specific platform. So I come in once in a while and make my post about stuff and all that. But I'm putting my focus more on Instagram and TikTok because I'm enjoying doing the video content more than the tweets.
That's the way to go.
Yeah,
and
right.
TikTok has a theme that says it's the first seconds that matter. Like every second
Exactly.
matters.
The 10 seconds, the first 10 seconds of your video should be able to pick up someone's they should be able to attract someone to actually watch a video.
Yeah.
The first 10 seconds. If they don't, someone scrolls and they just move on. So your first line or your first sentence in a video should make someone want to know what this video is all about and what someone is going to talk about.
Methia, have you had your own fair share of the dragging on X? Please tell me what happened.
That is not a question.
No, we need
I have been slaughtered like 1,000 times
sure?
on the timeline.
What?
And it's not something... That's why I'm telling you, I'm trying to keep it low on X lately because I have had my share of the banter, the drama, the slaughtering, the dragging. I just don't have the energy for it lately. Well, it's more like my growth, like I am done with that.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. That's man. It's your own prerogative. I mean, it's your life. You choose to, and I love it that. So, when it comes to numbers and the quality of people that are following you, does it really matter if you are a social media influencer? Like, do you think it somehow influences the way how brands or companies look at you? Because I talked about this before the cameras rolled. You might have, like, for example, 10,000 followers, right?
Yeah, right.
10,000, okay, let's say 100,000 followers, right? But your interaction cannot even go beyond 20,000. So what do you have to say about that?
Me, I think at the end of the day, it's your engagement that matters.
Okay.
It doesn't matter how many followers you have. If they're not engaging, if they're not liking your posts and all that, you're not making any influence. Let me put it like that. No brand is going to want to work with you because at the end of the day, your numbers are not aligning. Your followers are not engaging with your content. So at the end of the day, someone is going to be like, are they robot followers? Or like, are they real? Yeah. So you have to make your followers engage, make your content engaging, so that at the end of the day, if you're working with a brand and all that, they can see the numbers and like.
Now, Methia, most seriously, there has been a research, right? 90% of Ugandans think it's them who think.
Not you.
No, it's their opinion. Because me, I know it's unfair totally. Yeah. That influencers have no impact on their purchases of maybe products and all that. What have you got to say? Me, I don't really think you guys, you really have a use, you have a purpose. How true is this?
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
When I see, the times people post things, and I just take a screenshot and save it.
Yeah.
Or I put it in my saved, TikTok has save, and then Instagram as well. You can like save your things there.
Yeah.
So after a month or two, you can be like, oh, I need this. Then you remember you saved it, and that's when you go back for it. So here is the thing. You may not get instant results from an influencer there and then, but these are things people keep seeing and they save them. They may not need them there and then, but with time someone will be like, oh, I saw Methia posting about this. I saw Methia posting about LAPAIRE, and they will go back to their, to her page or to whatever they saved, and then they can check out the store to get themselves a pair of whatever they need. Yeah. So at the end of the day, the influencer has an impact on your business, regardless of how you may look at it. It may not show there and then, but it comes through, because there's, let's say you post a video and there's the 10,000 viewers. People have seen the product. Yeah. They've seen it. At the end of the day, awareness is also very important. Yeah. As an influencer, I have put out your message and people have seen it.
Okay. Yes. So are you the type of influencer that takes this as a hobby? Do you
love it?
Yes,
I absolutely love this. Okay. I used to do it before it was just fun. We used to enjoy doing it, me and my friend. Yeah. We would just love going to restaurants, doing reviews, different places, and at the end of the day, it kind of became more like a job. So now it's like serious stuff. Yeah. But it's a hobby. It's something that I would love to do in future. Like, it's not about the money. I still would want to do it regardless.
Okay, what are some of the 5 tips you can share? Let's say from off-head, if somebody wants to start to venture into this field.
First of all, find a niche. Okay. Focus on something. Let's say, personally, I'm a lifestyle influencer. Okay. I love talking about like life, different life situations, visiting restaurants, talking about the daily kind of life someone goes through, my life experiences with different things. So that's the niche that I chose. Okay. So there's some people who do, let's say, like skincare, and it's like their thing, every day, like they're doing skincare. Yeah. So there is that. So if you choose a niche, you just have to be consistent with it. Yeah. And after that, with time, it pays off.
Oh, that's a very big tip. It even beats the 5 that you've not mentioned. Yeah. Definitely, you have to find a niche.
That's enough.
And also,
find a niche and be consistent.
And I think also you have to know your target audience.
Know your target audience.
Know people that follow you. What do they want?
But that also starts from the niche. Like, when you get that, you can know your kind of people, the kind of audience you have, and you keep giving them that kind of content. Okay. Yes.
Yeah, let's talk about this so-called prostitution when it comes to social media influencers. Wait! You first listen. Here at the end of it, Methia. Okay. There is this culture of prostitution. I'm even opening quotes. Dang. Prostitution when it comes to social media influencing. That where you have a social media influencer who doesn't have a specific brand to work with, right? They're jumping from one brand to another, even without, having that relationship with certain brand. So now why were you saying, but I don't know.
I was like, for example,
you're working with LAPAIRE, which is an amazing eye care brand, which I also work with, and you jump onto another, and then you're also jumping onto, you're having like almost 6 companies that are working on the same time.
That is one thing that separates me from other people.
Exactly.
Because I do not do that. Yeah. If I'm working with a brand, I will work with them And let's say my contract ends with this kind of brand that I'm working with, I cannot jump to another brand there and there. It doesn't make sense to me or my audience, because someone is seeing me talk about LAPAIRE, and then all of a sudden I'm like with a different, let's say the competitor brand. So it just does not make sense to me, kind of like my reputation to how people are seeing me or the audience that I have. So that's not something that I do. I wouldn't advise anyone else to do it, but I've seen people doing it, and it still doesn't make sense to me.
Who are the gatekeepers, Methia? Who get to judge you, or who get to judicate and be like, hey, you're not supposed to do this? Who get to monitor?
There's no one. It comes back to you and your conscience. Like, why am I doing this? Why am I working? Why am I talking about LAPAIRE, and then the next minute I'm like, does that make sense to you as a person, as your brand, as let's say Methia? Me, it does not. So it comes back to you and your reputation and your conscience. Like, if something does not make sense to you, then you cannot do it. But if it makes sense to someone else, I mean, well and good, if they're being paid.
Well, Methia, we're going to take a break. You know what's so funny? I talked about the big one, prostitution. Methia was like, where is Drago going with this? But she didn't just want to hear the end of this. Yeah, we're going to go into a break, and we'll be back shortly with Chilling. I'm still here enjoying my conversation with Methia, and when we come back, guys, it's going to be sizzling and hot. We have something very important and something interesting to discuss about. So don't move an inch. Please go get that glass of water or a cup of tea and come back. Stay tuned.
In a nation hungry for truth, a world where every story matters, there exists a beacon of trust and reliability. For decades, they've been our voice and our window to the world, holding the mirror of our history. With 4 TV stations and 11 radio channels spanning 27 languages, they stand as guardians of information, defenders of truth. With Mascari Heritage Advantage, they uphold every citizen's right to reliable and free information. Their archived stories shaped our past and illuminate our present. Yet now, as new challenges arise and the world evolves, their mission faces its greatest test yet. Be part of our journey and let's navigate the unknown, uncover the untold, and safeguard our future together. Tune into your public broadcaster, for it is the intersection of trust and truth. Because to UBC, your story, and every voice matters. UBC, inspiring Uganda.
Banai, I'm here amused and hearing words I've never heard of before. Being with an influencer can really change your perception about life. Now she's talking about 3 cinematic. Me amused of these normal ordinary cameras, and really times are changing so fast, because back then you used to have your parents pray for you when you go to school. You get a white collar job, be a doctor, be a lawyer, or be whatever they call white collar. But now things are changing. The Gen Zs are setting all the trends. They are now salvaging this, what we call social media. They are really making a career out of it. And one of the top cream, or the top de la cream of this, I'm very fortunate enough to sit down with her. She's called Methia Lydia. Now, she is a very good person. She has grown her social media influence from scratch to this big gigantic numbers, and she's swimming in big oceans with the numbers. I like her because she has kept it really clean, organic, and so authoritative, and you know, she's really doing it in a proper way. And of recent, not too long ago, I happened to land on this breaking news where I saw her being announced as one of the influencers of a very lovely company that I associate with personally, called LAPAIRE Uganda. This is an care brand that thrives the blue color wherever you see it. And Methia, tell me, first of all, first thing first, How did you come to hear about LAPAIRE? Be honest. Be honest. Even when Oliver is listening to you.
The first time I heard about LAPAIRE, okay, I didn't like hear about it, but I saw them. There's that, I use Tinder Road a lot.
Okay.
So I saw the branch they have in Tinder. And then there was this big poster that says free eye tests. So it's so huge, I cannot miss it. Like every time I pass by.
Oh, it's so huge.
Exactly.
Oh my
so
God.
that was the first time I saw LAPAIRE, and then like I just got to know about them, then social media, what and all that. So yeah.
And then what inspired you as a person to say that I want to associate with this brand? What inspired you?
Personally, I love the kind of services they give. When it comes to, okay, I've not known so much about different competitor brands, but as LAPAIRE, I know they give free eye tests, and that is something that stands out. When you get, you don't have to pay for it. Like just walk into any branch and get yourself a free eye test. That is something that was really interesting. So yeah, that's something that really pulled me to be part of the brand.
Yeah, you know, that also reminds me that at the same time, you know, they have this subsidized way of payment, which I've not also seen anywhere else. Like you get to pay for glasses.
Oh yeah, like there's
in
like
installments,
different, there's installments, but also there's like different, let's say prices for every group. They accommodate everyone regardless of how much you have or, you know, whatever. So anyone can afford them. The money is affordable to like each and everyone.
When I first saw a person, it was my friend Oliver. When I first saw him put on LAPAIRE, I was so blown away by how beautiful the frames were looking.
I love
they are
the frames.
so unique.
You
For example, what you're putting on right there.
Pictures. This is really
so
good.
legit.
This is
like,
among the new ones.
Okay.
I think I love it, but then there's one that has a gold lining. It's my favorite, but this is among the new ones, and these as well. The new pairs.
It complements your hairstyle and the shape of your head. It's like these people, they tune you so well.
But
it's like
everything
they
looks
know
good on
everybody.
me. You should see my pictures.
There you go. I've seen a couple. I've seen a couple.
I love the frames. You know, sometimes you see as much as someone is sick, okay, they have an eye problem. You don't want them to be so normal. Sometimes someone wants to look stylish.
While doing it.
That's where the LAPAIRE frames come in. They make you look legit, like style that it's cool.
Fashion.
Exactly. I could have a pair for each and every day, like different colors, different frames, and you know, be looking good all the time.
Man, but most importantly, the health aspect of it all. I mean, why do you think it's very important for somebody to look after their eyes?
In this generation, people use a lot of gadgets. Someone has a phone, a laptop, and that is what we use for our daily work. I'm on my phone 24/7. Like
because you're influencing.
I'm watching videos, I'm editing stuff, I'm recording videos. There's a lot of things I'm doing. So there's UV ray lights that come from those kind of electronics or the gadgets, which affects our eyes. So if someone, it's not about you having eye problems. You may not necessarily be sick, or you may not necessarily be blind, but because of those lights, you need these glasses to protect your eyes in all times.
Well, there is definitely something that sets LAPAIRE away from the other companies, right? What is it according to you and this shortest time you've worked with?
Like I mentioned before, it's the services they give, the free eye tests, and also their affordable prices. It puts them aside from the other brands that, you know, may be available on the market.
So do you have any message for any person, especially Katinga TV Afeno? It's so much adored, that side of upcountry, people way in the north, east, west, south, that have not gotten any eye care. What message have you got for them?
My message is LAPAIRE brands, LAPAIRE has shops like all over the country. So whether you're up country, where in Kampala, you can always find a LAPAIRE shop. So my message is just pass by and check on your eyesight, because this is free. Just enter the shop or the store, and ask them for a free eye test, and you have it. At least it helps you know where you stand, whether your eyes are okay, whether your eyesight is good, something like that.
And how long are you hoping to work with them For as long
Probably
as
for a very long time.
for as long as they allow you to.
As long as they let me.
Well, Methia, thank you very much. It has been good catching up with you. And yeah, please check out her store online. That is Cinderella's Closet. Yeah.
But also my YouTube channel,
Yeah,
I chat with
please
Methia.
subscribe.
I have like so many stories on there.
Yeah.
Inspirational stuff. It could actually, you know, help you in the long run.
All right. Methia, keep winning, keep shining. I've always been here, and thank you for sparing some time. I mean, it has been a great time.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me as well.
All right, guys, you've heard it from the horse's mouth. This is Methia, and she's a great influencer. I hope you've learned a thing or two from her interview. And yeah, please, any store near you or clinic near you, check out LAPAIRE Game Changers. They have glasses in all shapes and sizes.
And colors.
And if you're a fashion star, you don't have to worry about fashion. Even if you have any eye problem, you will put on those glasses and look as stylish as you can. LAPAIRE is also located on every social media handle. They're on Instagram, they're on X, they're on... Do they have a TikTok?
TikTok, yes.
They have?
Yes.
You're not known on TikTok.
Really?
I despise TikTok
Hey,
so
we're missing
much.
out a lot.
However, videos of TikTok, I find them everywhere.
So so you don't have the app in your phone, but...
No, I don't, because I don't believe in it. I don't know. Like,
Hey.
you know why?
There's a lot that
because
goes
it's
on
so
TikTok.
toxic. It's so toxic. People who are abusive are there.
Have you met Twitter people?
TikTok, I would rather, because with Twitter, with X, people just type, right?
Yeah.
These they're called keyboard warriors. You find somebody, but if you tell them face me and say whatever but on TikTok, somebody puts a camera in front of them or a phone in front of them, and they just
and they
blast
say
it.
anything. Yeah.
But of course, it has the good side of it. Well, guys, have a good night and take care.